Doing the squat.
Oh,
Got
I
you
can't do
checked,
that
right?
for too long because of my stomach.
Welcome
Welcome to Titan and Titan.
Welcome back. It's been a while.
It's
And
been
by a while,
a
I
week.
mean exactly the scheduled time that we usually have.
Exactly. You know, we'll be starting to freak people out if we start to do this on schedule.
I know. People will get used to it and then they'll expect it of us.
Yeah, people are getting used to the kind of going, oh, we won't be doing this for 3 weeks type thing. And you know, we'll lose viewers. Right. Anyway, so welcome to Titan and Titan, Season 6, Episode 7. If you're watching this live, hello, you can interact with us in the comment section.
Whoa.
If you're not watching live, then you can still interact with us in the comment section, but don't be surprised if we don't really answer you.
In other words, we might not interact with you. Look at this.
We might not
I've discovered a superpower.
That's quite cool. That is of all the superpowers.
Do you know? I was thinking about this, right? Actually, I had something to talk about.
Well, I'll just finish my wee monologue first.
Okay, you finish your monologue.
Well, I'm also going to say, feel free to share this on your page as well. It might get people following my John Carroll's page, which is pretty much just all I'm out for now.
Yeah, just get them sweet follows.
Feel free to share. Feel free to cascade this out to whoever you want. We're on John Carroll's comedian channel on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We're on Twitch. So there you go. And I'll put all that. But if you're watching right now, if you're watching right this second, then you already know that.
Which chances are good.
Chances are good that you already know that. But just moving us on to the John Carroll's.
Thank you very much, Lucy. Channel. Very much appreciated.
Thank you very much, Lucy. Moving us on to the John Carroll's comedian channel from my personal page. Last week secured us half the number of viewers that we're used to. So well done.
Hey.
That step forward and that move forward. We went from an average of 100 viewers a week down to 50 viewers a week. But that, you know, it's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. That was our first time doing it. We're going to do it. Do you remember when we first started this out, we were getting about 8 viewers and then we jumped up into triple figures. We were quite excited. So this is just the beginning. Before, you know, I'm aiming for quadruple figures now, Chris. That's
quadruple figures would be good. That would be a very good place to be.
Quadruple figures. Imagine if 4 people were watching this. I mean,
4 people watching and all commenting over the top of each other. What are you talking about? It would be absolutely bloody bedlam. We wouldn't know what to do.
Absolutely, I get. But I would be lost. It's hard enough when you and I are talking over each other. Imagine if we started to get multiple comments in as well. It'd be the end of civilization as we knew it.
But the last helicopter at Saigon.
What a fantastic simile.
Oh, good luck, Kelsey. No one knows what that means, but
yeah, I just got a message for Kelsey as well. I get a message from Kelsey also at the same time on WhatsApp, so just there's no way to share that here.
We're not gonna. She wasn't talking to any of you. She was talking to me and John.
Completely out of context. Chris and I got a message at the same time from Kelsey, and we're both just saying, "Good luck to you, Kelsey."
Good luck, Kelsey.
In the unlikely event that you're one of the few people watching this right now, just want to say good luck, and we're all counting on you.
Yeah, your life. Her life is in your hands, Kelsey. Her life is in your hands.
Yeah, absolutely. So anyway, we ended a cliffhanger last week, Chris. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah.
You were on a raft. You were on a raft, and you were about to get attacked by a crocodile.
That's right. It was a crocodile. And well, to be fair, finding the raft, we had a debate about whether or not I actually found a snuff box.
And you did. I did some investigating, and you did find a snuff box. I went back.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't lie to you, John.
Yeah. What it was you took. There was 2 pieces of information in the snuff box, and you just seemed to have recorded one of them, which was related to the lizard guards.
By recorded, you mean remembered? No, I didn't find any notes. I
Oh,
just
right, okay.
remembered
Well,
it.
that might be why you don't remember, but I did go back. That just in case you think that I'm being remiss, I went back and watched over the 18 hours of veritable non sequiturs that have led up to this point in the quest, and did discover that in actual fact you
I
did see
wouldn't have it any other way.
absolutely.
Also, right, I had something I was going to say, and then I interrupted myself. Pencil case of clumsiness. Yeah, we did. We found of clumsiness and of confusion, and then a pair of lovely red leather boots.
Yes, we have to mention the red leather boots again and again. I actually have in my notes that if I don't mention the red leather boots, you're going to walk.
I'm going to walk. I'm going to
And
put
next
those
week's episode,
gorgeous red leather boots on, and I'm going to walk.
next week, I'm going to be guiding Lucy on a quest.
Yeah.
You're replaceable, Chris. Don't forget it.
That's right. Yeah, I'm not the one who wrote the
You're
book.
not the one. No, that I'm sure.
Kinky boots.
Kinky boots.
But yeah.
So we've got that, and the clumsiness does come into it because remember you get into all that mischief, and now that you're in fights, you have to roll a dice at the beginning of every fight, and if you roll a 1, you'll lose the first round.
Just to was that the clumsiness? Oh, because I dropped my weapon. That's right.
Yeah,
I'm all thumbs now.
You're thumbs now. So I mean, really, you're not doing very well. This could be the last episode of the season tonight.
I mean, we have had a good run.
Feeling about this. I genuinely get the feeling that you're going to complete this quest this time. 6 seasons in, you're finally going to complete a quest. I'm quite excited about that.
It would be the one that I really wanted to do because I want to meet the Lizard King. I do like lizards. I'm a big fan of lizards.
I'm assuming the Lizard King is going to be like your final boss.
I think so, yeah. So presumably, we get the red leather boots of lizard stomping. You roll with more sassiness in the boots. Yeah, in my head at the very least. But you do have to mention them at like anytime we're in a scene, you have to mention the boots.
To mention the boots.
They're gorgeous.
Yeah, I will. That's on me. Chris is currently GMing or DMing or whatever what you want to call it on a Dungeons and Dragons thing. What do you call
campaign?
Campaign. That's what I couldn't remember. I don't fucking know. It's Tuesday night. I've already had 3 bottles of rum. No, I'm only joking. Right, so he's DMing a campaign right now, and never once in all the weeks that we've been doing it. Kelsey, who we were talking about earlier on, is also on the campaign. Never once has Chris got me to roll a D21 sassiness.
No, but now that it's been floated and I have a post-it note here and a pencil, it's going to happen.
I would love it if you got me to roll for sassiness.
I will say John is playing a bard, so rolling for sassiness is something that is likely to come up at some point.
I'm playing a bard very badly.
Yeah, you're playing a bard fine. We have 2 bards actually, which is uncommon.
We get 2 bards now. Kelsey's the other bard.
That's true, yeah. Kelsey plays a robot bard.
A robot bard. I'm a non-robot bard. I imagine robot bards are probably better than human bards in this age of technology.
Better at singing for sure.
Better for sure. They've got vocal frying, whatever. I don't know what that is.
Well, I did have to homebrew a magic item for Kelsey's character. Everyone's got their own magic item. John, you have a belt.
I do.
It's a tool, Rudy's tool belt, but Kelsey, her magic item is a vocal modulator installed in her robotic throat that lets her charm people and sing lovely.
So there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Speaking of a vocal synthesizer,
it's pretty much what she has.
I don't know if I'll be able to convey this to you, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try to show you my socks. I'm going to show you my socks.
Okay.
And it's going to be difficult. I'm basically going to sit beside my computer and try and show my socks. I don't know if you can see those.
I can see it. What am I looking at?
Those are my Stephen Hawking socks.
He did have a synthesizer, didn't he?
He did have a synthesizer. That's why I mentioned it. But the great thing about the Stephen Hawking socks is when you look at the Stephen Hawking socks, they look fine. but when you put them on your feet, they do this they go from this to.
They only get more accurate. It's young.
Get more accurate.
Stephen Hawking is a young man. Stephen Hawking's age 35. I was going to go really high and then remembered that he actually didn't live to a very old age. So
maybe I didn't 70 or something.
Was he? I know that he was first diagnosed when he was around 18 or something like that. Yeah. So he had his issues for the most of his life, I suppose. Yeah. So I could have just went 20. I could have went Stephen Hawking's at 20 and it would have been fine.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But Stephen Hawking lasted longer than my dad.
Well, to be fair, it's not like Stephen Hawking was doing much.
He was, absolutely. But I mean, sometimes that goes against you too. I don't want to make that the Stephen Hawking show, right?
Yeah, I mean, the man's had enough laudance, let's face it.
I don't want Stephen Hawking looking down at us from heaven. Obviously, slightly annoyed because he's an atheist.
Yeah,
he's annoyed enough at that, just sitting up there looking down at us, talking about him. But imagine I'm assuming he'd be out of the wheelchair as well. That would be sick, wouldn't it?
It would be. Yeah, it would be very cynical of the big man to leave him in his chair.
Maybe Stephen Hawking was good enough that he shouldn't go to hell, but atheist enough that they just no, you're in the chair up here too, mate.
Well, if we're going by that's his trade-off. You have to stay in the chair. It's all right. You didn't go to church, so
I get covered in spiders while surrounded by flames. As an active man.
So it's a really potent would you rather situation. It's like, would you rather go to hell or go to heaven, but you are permanently covered in spiders? It's an age-old question. Because at least in hell, everybody else is also suffering forever, so you don't feel left out. But if you're the only person in heaven covered in spiders,
well, there's some people that would take it, right? Imagine if you get given a choice. You can either go to hell, and I promise you, there'll be no spiders. You're not going to have a good time.
No, it's still going to be hell.
It's still going to be, by the very name, it's going to be hell, but there's going to be no spiders.
None.
Or you say, but you can go up to heaven, which is a veritable paradise, and I'm sure you'll have a good time, but you're constantly covered in spiders.
And not just the outside of your body.
They're all over you.
They're everywhere.
They're in your very marrow.
What's that thing from the Mighty Bush? Eels, spiders up inside you.
Yeah,
making an entrance where they can.
And you get that choice, and it might not be spiders. If you've got something else you've got a fear of, if you got a strange, bizarre fear of chihuahuas, can go and you can get into hell. It's not going to be a good time, but we guarantee there'll be no chihuahuas there, or you can go to heaven. That should be the choice.
This is due to a very anal bet made on a game of poker between the devil and Jesus thousands of years ago, where it's like, look, I can guarantee in hell they won't have. Look, the punishment will be I will make the play menu, but I will take their greatest fear off it. But you have to provide all of people's fears in heaven.
Imagine being given a choice of like hell with your second worst fear, or heaven with your worst.
So that begs the question: what would heaven look like for you then?
What would heaven look like for me? I don't want to comment on this stream.
You don't want to give your greatest fear on the stream.
Give my greatest fear away.
I will happily give mine. My heaven would look like me, talking away to Kurt Cobain and Jimi Hendrix, but the entire time I constantly am being electrocuted. I do not like. I did an engineering degree, and when I was in university, I forgot to disconnect a battery while I was wiring. I can't remember. I think it was a mouse. It was a mouse that you operate with your feet with sheet metal to make it more durable. And I got I felt it in my fillings. That's
I got electrocuted once as well, but it's still not my worst fear.
really okay. Well,
It wasn't fun, and I remember I got electrocuted, and I was actually charred.
yeah. It really hurts, and you tingle for a long
Yeah.
time.
I
Yeah.
still don't use my. Do you know I had two nightmares last night. And again, they're probably still not my worst fears, but I woke up like kind of going, oh, from one of them. And the other one, I woke up going, from as well, but can't remember that one.
I had a dream last night that I made out with someone in my work.
I did dream last night that I made out with someone from your work as well.
You don't, I'm the only person from my work that you know.
Didn't want to comment. That was my nightmare.
That was your heaven is you chilling out with I was about to say someone, and then you chilling out with Christopher Reeves and Stephen Hawking while constantly making out with me.
Why are both of my people that I'm with living in wheelchairs?
They're not in wheelchairs in heaven. In heaven,
well, be if it's a worse.
Imagine that. Imagine being bound in a wheelchair and that be. I actually reckon that Stephen Hawking's worst fear was probably falling into a swimming pool.
Imagine being up in heaven and just falling into a swimming pool all the time.
Constantly. Just never quite able to catch your breath.
Yeah. That's horrible.
It's really bad. Really, really bad.
I've got a message here from Lucy, and it's not going to make any sense in the context we were talking about on account of the fact that it was about 20 minutes ago. However, this was in regards to me showing off my socks, and she wrote,
if they were fucking cats on them,
and they're wearing cats on them. It was Stephen Hawking, and I worked even though she still works in an organization. I worked with someone called Laura Keane.
Okay.
And Laura Keane would, if she dies, her absolute number one fear would be in heaven with Stephen Hawking.
Her number one fear was Stephen Hawking himself.
She didn't like Stephen Hawking.
So how does that work? Does she have to be stood at the poolside?
Well, I don't know. That's the thing. It's all very subjective, isn't it? Are we living in some sort of multi-layered heaven where Stephen Hawking can exist in an environment where he can
exist in nightmare form as well as constantly?
So it's not really Stephen. It's the nightmare version of Stephen while Stephen's drowning.
Is that a fear of him or man's?
Oh, she just thought he looked like a wee creep. That was a rationale. Apologies to any Stephen Hawking fans on tonight.
No, do you know what? I don't understand specifically Stephen Hawking's. I do understand that rationale. I knew someone whose greatest fear was Carrot Top.
Yeah.
Because he looks like a freak. Schrodinger's Hawkins. He'd approve of that, maybe.
And I think Hawkins there from Lucy was spelt the way that the lead singer of The Darkness is spelt, rather than
Justin Hawkins. Yeah, my brother's met him. He's got pictures to prove it. My brother's a big metal head. He's a guitarist, and he's met a lot of Dave Grohl as well, I believe. He's a good dude.
Dave Grohl, the thinking man, Stephen Hawking.
Yeah, as they say, yeah, it is known. Anyway, I'm pretty sure when we started this stream, I had something to say, and I do remember what it is actually now.
Oh, sorry. There we go. It's not like us.
So right before, and we've mentioned this before, although this is my point. Right before the countdown starts, the 30-second countdown, me and John always pull a little face or do something, and it's like a little Easter egg that. And I swear that no one's ever seen one. I am sure, I'm 100% positive that not a single soul, because I know you say, like, oh, we're going live at 7:30. It must take more time for someone to see that you've gone live and then click on it. Because we really don't give it long. We give it like 3 seconds.
Well, this is the thing, right? Nobody probably sees it live, but we do get a lot of people that watch afterwards.
Oh, so maybe okay. So because I just want to know if anyone saw last week's because that is my personal favorite.
Last week's was probably my personal favorite as well. Since we've actually lost hundreds of viewers on account of me mentioning that somebody else I know thinks that Stephen Hawking looks like a wee creep. That's not me that's saying that, right? I'm just worried now. People are kind of going. This is me backpedaling somebody else's behalf.
someone whose full first and second name you've used as well.
Oh, that's true. Shut up and thought that. Imagine if she started to get hate messages.
Yeah. Well, presumably a lot of people because it seems like quite a common name. I've known many people with that first name. I've known many people with that second name as well. I won't repeat it because the damage is done. Let's not shovel more shit on top.
I'm also going to just tell you that I actually think that I got the name wrong.
It was now the wrong person is receiving hate mail.
I've just double checked. It wasn't. I've actually thrown one of my friends under the bus, and it was another one of my friends.
So it's a case of mistaken identity.
That's even worse. Just as I said, I went, oh no, I said the wrong Laura.
It's going to be like that Black Mirror episode, White Bear. If you got it wrong, leave it. Yeah, you should definitely correct it. Correct it and give the proper name.
I can't believe this. It's only because I interacted with the other Laura yesterday because it was her birthday. And
so now we know they are called Laura.
I've thrown her under the bus. Neither of them probably watched this stream. I've just thrown the wrong Laura under the bus. Shit.
So Laura born on the 15th of May.
You can just go back and listen. But anyway, the Laura that I mentioned was not the Laura. Oh, good God.
This is, you see, loose lips sink ships. That's what this is. It's a case of mistaken identity. The FBI's busting down Laura Calypso's door, the real Laura. Sorry, I meant Calippo. Although, do they not used to be called Calypso? You two are on season 6, you don't understand making the crimes about catch-up words.
Yeah, that's the thing, because even though this week I threw the wrong Laura under the bus, and if anybody wants to DM me, I'll tell you the right Laura, and she'll probably agree with me, but it wasn't the Laura that I mentioned.
Yeah, but that is what I would say if it was the Laura that I mentioned as well. So bear that in mind, audience.
I'm not even drinking, and I
just let it slip.
I just get the wrong Laura. Sorry, Laura. I don't know which Laura I'm apologising to. This is the thing, right? It's
you've wronged both of them.
I have wronged both of them in very different ways.
Yes.
Shit. Anyway. Yeah, no, but I mean, what we did there was me just misnaming somebody that. But what Chris did last week was infinitely worse. And if you haven't watched yet, go back to last week's episode and
all characters and events described in this show are fictitious, and any resemblance to persons or scenarios in real life is entirely coincidental.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? Because we are just playing characters right now, so who knows? Who knows how much of this is real? Lucy is absolutely right. I actually have about 4 Lauras that at different points in my life I probably have to apologise to. And right now, as a blanket statement, Laura, if you're watching this, I'm sorry for everything. There you go. So we got that out of the way, right? There's definitely some Lauras. Some Lauras were wronged more than others. I'm not going to deny it.
And other Lauras are available.
Other Lauras are available. But if you're watching this, Laura, I'm sorry for everything. Anyway, right, hey. Sorry, I feel that I've once again gone off on a tangent from... Oh, yeah, you wanted to say...
I have nothing to say, but this has nothing to do with it. But by the way, everybody, it's not, where the fuck is it? It's Mental Health Awareness Week. So
it is Mental Health Awareness Week.
Make sure to be aware of mental health and the implications therein. I'm not a spokesman. I just It's where at Green Day. This Nigel Havers once punched Christopher Reeves right off that horse. You can't do that. This you can't just toss it up like that.
Who can?
I don't use a baseball bat. I use a sledgehammer.
Jesus.
Sorry. I was gonna say about shit superpowers because we said about how the shittest superpower ever, and I don't remember what it was. What was it?
It was your hands thing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That. But I was gonna say I actually was thinking
fingers.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was thinking about shit superpowers recently, and it has to be fully shit, or it has to be a good superpower, but with a limitation so bad that it forces it to be shit. But the only one I could come up with is, do you know when a dog sits in one spot long enough, it gets that dog smell? And all dogs smell the same, but they get that dog smell. My superpower would be that if I sat in one place long enough, that I would smell like a dog smells when it sits in one place for too long. That's
pretty cool superpower. I don't imagine you getting any more than a limited run comic book series from it.
It's dog smellman. It's not dog smell man. It's dog smellman.
They're not going to invest in you maybe in the same way that Marvel invested in the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, no.
I don't see you making a landmark 700th issue.
No, but I'm trying to think what the team would be. So there's Dog Smellman, who smells like a dog, and then there's the man who can travel. The man who can travel backwards 10 seconds in time, but his power has a 10-second cooldown. I mean, that's still useful. Actually, come to think, that's too useful. That's too useful. We can't have that. Dog Smellman, that's correct. Dog Smellman.
I thought it would be Doug Smellman.
No, it's Dog Smell. No. This is commissioned by Marvel. They're not going to say this isn't Urwally. They're not gonna fucking spell it in Scots.
Yes, they will. There was an American cartoon called Doug in the 90s.
Was it about a dog?
A boy called Doug, D-O-U-G. Doug is a legitimate.
I know that Doug's a legitimate word, but in the context of Doug Smellman, if they spelled it D-O-U-G, it would be a man that smells like another man called Doug.
You could call him Doug as in like short for Douglas. Doug, nobody knew. Imagine if that was your name and your superpower. And nobody knows the identity of Doug Smellman.
I Doug, therefore I am. No, Doug Smellman. Yeah, but how does that relate to smelling like a dog if you sit in one spot?
Because that's his name, Doug Smellman.
Okay. So he is Doug Smellman.
Yeah.
And his superhero name is Dog Smellman.
Yeah. And none of his friends know that he is Doug Smellman. Well, they know he's Doug Smellman, but they don't know that he's Dog Smellman.
Yes, yeah, everyone knows that he's Doug, and his surname is Smellman.
Yep.
But no one knows that he's Dog Smellman. And to answer your question, Lucy, is it dog as in Dog Smellman, or just a dog, versus Doug the cartoon? Trying to get the quote down. Did you? I thought that was new information, and I was like, wait, what? What's another superpower?
I was having a conversation at the weekend about Marvel Comics in the 60s.
Yes.
Marvel Comics in the 60s had this thing where some people made good superheroes, but they were terrible. They weren't terrible people, but they were terrible at being normal people. Right?
Right, come on. Hit me with an example.
Peter Parker was Spider-Man, and the rest of his life was going to shit.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So, and there were lots of characters in Marvel Comics, especially in the 60s, where they were good superheroes, but actually like terrible boyfriends or blah blah blah.
It's true.
So like,
was Robin. I think actually this might have been the 80s, but I'm pretty sure Robin got addicted to heroin.
No, it wasn't Robin. It was he became Arsenal, but it was called something else before then. It
Okay.
was Green Arrow's partner.
Okay.
I can't
I
remember
got
his
mixed
name.
up.
But he became addicted to heroin.
That's right. Yeah. But some superheroes are arseholes in their day to day, and some are just bad at things. Like Peter Parker. I mean, to be fair, if you're focusing all your time on being a superhero, like the only person who was crushing it was Batman because his job was be a billionaire.
Absolutely, no, absolutely. It was still pretty shit at being a billionaire, but it was good about. But anyway, going back to what we were saying, what I was saying about if you were a good superhero, you were like a bad boyfriend or a bad human being. And I imagine the thing that you were doing earlier on with your fingers.
Yeah.
If you were a good superhero, you probably a bad boyfriend if your superhero name was like Johnny No Fingers
or Golden Hand.
Golden Hand. Because everyone's kind of going, no, I need. But when you were doing the kind of like,
But I need you to give more to this relationship than just a fingerless golden hand.
there are times when a girl needs fingers.
yeah. On occasion.
Birthdays.
Birthdays and Christmas only.
Birthdays and Christmas. There's a point when Johnny No Fingers just isn't going to cut the mustard.
Which he found very difficult having no fingers anyway.
Also, imagine that the Flash probably didn't have a very good time with women either, or the police.
No, definitely not. There was what was that in? Yeah, I remember there being a Flash comic where a nuke goes off, and in the seconds before the nuke, is this pre-comic book code? Yeah, but the seconds before the nuke goes off, like between the nuke detonating and the blast radius reaching, he manages to evacuate a whole city. And someone worked it out that in order to do that, he would himself have to be causing fusion explosions from the speed that he was going at. Because if you move that fast, the atoms in the air in front of you fuse with your body and create a fusion, which would be more powerful than the nuke that he was trying to save them from.
So you'd have made it worse.
It would have made it way worse. There was an old XKCD comic where they were talking about if a baseball pitcher, could pitch at the speed of light, what would happen? And basically, it's before the ball even reached the batter, the entire city would explode in fusion explosions as the leather of the ball fused with the air in front of it. It's almost a shit answer. It's like what you want is it goes through the dude, it goes through the stands, and it carries on around the world 4 times. But no, it would just explode. Turns out when things aren't supposed to go that fast.
I think there's a need for suspension of belief in comics, isn't there?
Not an XKCD though. That is pretty much his whole thing.
But I just mean in general, if you're actually then proceeding to read that comic, you just kind of go, do you know what? It was a wee bit of mindless fun.
Didn't they do that in, what do you call it? What's that one? Invincible, where he evacuates loads of people really quick and then they all just start throwing up and then that makes him throw up.
Yeah.
Because you would. Moving that fast, your head would be gone.
Yep. So we haven't even got to the mystery beers yet.
Oh yeah, that's right. We teased it in the description.
Maybe I should leave it till next week, and then people go. Oh, maybe they'll talk about the mystery beers. Maybe this could be like kind of going, who killed this? This could be our who killed Laura Palmer.
No. You should end this episode like The Sopranos. You should go like, oh yeah, the person who got me the beer, and then it just cuts. The stream just cuts, yeah. And we don't ever hear. We don't even mention it next week.
But this is the last ever episode. I was just kind of going, casting up in the mystery beers as Ed broadcast, and nobody ever hears from Titan and Titan again.
No one hears from either of us ever again. We both delete everything. Actually, to be fair, I've already deleted everything, but you delete everything.
I'll delete it. It'd be quite sad, like my second week of having an actual, like 10 years later than I should, 10 years later than everyone else, having my own John Carrillo's comedian channel just completely disappear from social media.
Hey, something isn't beautiful just because it lasts, isn't that?
That's
That was a
true.
Vision quote. Going back to superheroes.
Did Princess Diana teach us nothing?
Yeah, sure. Fuck, I've just remembered. Yeah, I don't even just mention Princess Diana. About 50 jokes have just flooded into my head. Like, I can't help it. There's just so many.
You're not allowed to say any of them. I will say that I had my 2 dice and my razor together, and they look like a Muppet. Just need to draw a face on it.
You should draw a little smile or a frown, whichever you prefer.
I'll do it now.
So I'd say.
I'm actually slightly annoyed by the fact that I was able to write on this in pencil and it didn't just instantly disappear.
Oh. Hey, that's quite a wicked smile.
Why can't I just actually? I'm actually going to leave and just leave him to GM for the rest of the.
It does remind me of a joke. So if you have a what was it? If you have a green ball in your right hand and a green ball in your left hand, what do you have?
Gangrenous balls.
Kermit's undivided attention. I honestly think I read that in a joke book.
That's good.
It's not bad. Tell us about the mystery beers.
Mystery? No, maybe I will, maybe I won't. Who wants? We'll get in the comments. Who wants to hear about the mystery beers? Nobody, right?
You may as well just say, Lucy, do you want to hear about the mystery beers?
Want to hear about the mystery beers. But okay, right? Should we start the quest or should we go to mystery beers? Should we do the quest and then I'll mention mystery beers at the end, giving people a reason to stick around because nobody's here for the quest? Or should I mention the mystery beers now and then get right into you fighting a crocodile?
Let's do the Grand. I actually say leave the mystery beers to the end.
Let's leave the mystery beers to the end.
As a wee joke in the cracker.
Let's do it. Let's mystery beers the end, right?
I'm gonna put a bet down. I will bet my dice set that it was Les Dennis.
You will bet your dice set that it was Les Dennis?
Yeah, it was Les Dennis. He sent you.
When am I going to get it? Oh, are you well? Just imagine anyone just logged in right now and they're kind of going, what are they doing?
Just having a wee chug. Right, let's get on with it.
Let's do it. A wee pre-quest chug.
20 minutes of question and then
20 minutes of question, 2 minutes of chugging. 8 minutes of.
It's a cracking night in.
So, Island of the Lizard King. When we left Nigel Havers, he was on a raft. And
adrift.
He was adrift. Well, he wasn't adrift. He was going up a river, probably adrift. How much do you know about rafting?
I don't know. Let me be a blue raft on the blue sea. I'll blend right in.
You are right. So, and then basically you find yourself face to face with a crocodile.
Yeah.
That's where our quest. That's where our quest kind of reached its inevitable cliffhanger. You are standing precariously on the rock and raft, and you draw on your sword to attack this vicious crocodile. Which, to be fair, you've got a 4 skill. You've got a 2 skill advantage on it. You just lost some skill, and it's got a stamina 7. So but the first thing you need to do is roll a dice for me.
Yeah, to determine whether or not we drop this bloody sword. So here, let me just turn that off. Oh, can you even see this?
I can't.
Shit, no, you can't. Fuck. Christ.
I think about the stage where I just need to trust you.
Okay, whatever. Just a d6. That's a 5. I'm very tempted to just.
Okay. Yeah, that's good, right? So you didn't lose the first attack round. I genuinely don't know the noise that I made to make Lucy think this.
No, I don't either. I guess I wasn't paying attention. What's the best way to do this so you can actually see the dice?
I'm going to listen back.
I accidentally phoned my voicemail. I didn't mean to do that. I guess
I can make some strange noises, but
that's true.
Nobody needs to hear those right now, though.
Yeah.
So you got a 5.
I did. I got a 5.
You got a 5, right? So let's commence battle. You didn't lose the first fight. Basically, that's a crocodile with a skill of 6 and a stamina of 7. You currently have a stamina of 7 as well, and a skill of 8. So that there's a good chance.
It's not too bad. It's not too bad.
Right. What did you get?
That's a 5 and a 1. That's 6.
You get 5 and a 1. I got a 1 and a 1. So you're all right. So
snake eyes.
The crocodile only has a stamina of 5 now. Right.
It's
okay.
A crocodile with snake eyes.
Right. So what'd you get now?
That would be a 8.
An 8. I got a 9, but you've got an advantage of 2. So the crocodile now only has a stamina of 3.
Crocodile is about to get turned into another pair of boots. He's going to get turned into a pair of gloves to go with my boots. That's another 8.
Well, I got an 8 as well. So the crocodile, one more hit, the crocodile's dead.
And that is a 10, straight up.
I get an 11, but you've got the advantage. So
Ian McDonald, these papers are cursed. Can only be examined by me.
Ian actually randomly sends that message to me constantly. And I'm not even joking.
His style.
Just out the blue. Even we've got a junkyard hosts page. Junkyard host page where it's me, Stephen, Ian, and Amanda, and we're talking about what's happening in the junkyard kind of this week. And just occasionally, I just got a message for Ian saying,
"Well, I hate to contradict Ian, but if we're going by Dungeons and Dragons rules, it would be a cleric that would examine cursed papers. A wizard doesn't do that.
That's your fucking. I have to put somebody down and admit that you might be a virgin at the same time.
That's a cleric's job. They break curses.
That's a cleric's job. If I ever did hear one, that's a cleric's job. So you pick up the pole and you push your raft away from the floating carcass of the now dead crocodile. Unless you possess a pouch of unlimited contents into which you put them,
we fucking do.
The weapons will have rolled off the raft. Lucky you.
We have the pouch of unlimited contents. That's what we get. The pouch of unlimited contents is a really wordy way to say bag of holding, because that's what it is.
So luckily you did have the bag of holding.
It were probably Ian Livingston that wrote that, though. To be fair,
it was Ian Livingston.
These papers are cursed. It could only be examined by me. I don't remember what adventure that was from.
I can't remember either. Ian does randomly send that to me.
Did you not realize that it was from our game?
I think I did, but it's been lost now.
Right. I didn't remember. I don't watch these back.
I only watch them. I only watch them back then. I've run out of stuff to watch in Pornhub.
Yeah, you got to the end. Yeah,
I completed Pornhub during lockdown, and now this is all I've got. I think.
Yeah, your iPad doesn't swipe anymore.
It's like fingering a slug.
Oh boy. Old golden hands would be no use at that.
That's it. On the right bank of the river, you see a man dressed in tattered clothing. Oh. He's waving his arms around frantically and calling out to you. He looks as if he could be an escaped prisoner. Do you want to steer your raft towards the man, or rather keep pushing up river?
I'd steer it towards him because we did read in that snuff box that it would be survivors up here. So presumably this is one of the survivors. And
this is one of the survivors.
They did say watch for the lizard man guard, and we haven't found a lizard man guard.
You haven't found a lizard man guard yet, but you have just
an
found
alligator and a lizard.
So here we go. Right. So you wanna drift over? I'm just gonna keep putting this up randomly.
It is the fucking great quote. These papers are cursed and can only be examined by a mage.
I love that we called them on it and they went, no, it was you that said it. You're just like,
oh shit, really? Sorry, Ian.
But he does it is actually quite entertaining just to occasionally get it.
Yeah.
that if that's not an advert for being like a half kind of geek, I don't know what is. It's just nice to occasionally get it.
Yeah, it's just nice to see a message like that in real life. I'm gonna start putting that on like a note. I print. I work in admin. I print a lot of pages out for people. Write that in the corner of a page somewhere. These papers are cursed and can only be examined by a mage.
You can make that your new kind of email. You know your
yeah. Yeah, has all my contact details and at the bottom the signature is cursed and may only be examined by a mage.
I don't know what's wrong with me today. I can't even remember what that's called when you've got the
signature.
Signature. What is wrong with me tonight?
It's what goes at the bottom of a letter.
Yeah, signature. As soon as you're close enough, the man leaps onto your raft. His eyes look wild, and he's sweating profusely. He's delirious with fever, and it's impossible to communicate with him. Suddenly pulls a dagger from his clothing, and he tries to stab you.
Oh my god, it's a Jakey.
You don't have time to draw your sword, and you're forced to fight with your bare hands. During each attack round, you must reduce your attack strength by 3 because you're fighting empty-handed. So he's now got an advantage of 1 over you, but you also need to roll your dice first to see if he gets the first strike. So roll your dice.
I am never helping anyone in this campaign again. Oh shit, I don't even have my fucking right. Did I?
You don't remember any of that
shit? Fuck. I'm that predictable.
I know, absolutely.
Disgusting.
What did you roll?
6.
Well, you're fine. Right, okay. So let's get it. Let's get into combat. He's got an advantage of 1 over you. He's got a stamina of 5. You've got a stamina of 7. You're about to get killed.
What I'm amazed by is the fact that Ian remembers exactly what was discussed in that episode. You got a good memory, Ian. Here's the crotch shot ladies. Yeah, I could talk with my belly again if that would do it for anybody.
Okay, go for it. Roll your dice.
That is a gentleman's 8.
Well, I got a 10, so he gets the first blood. So your stamina's down to 5.
So hold on. I've killed a giant crab. I've killed a lizard. I've killed an alligator. I've killed several other things, I believe. But what's going to kill me is a fucking crazed, deranged, probably on PCP, man.
Absolutely.
This guy's gonna strike me up like a Whitechapel prosy.
It's beautiful.
Here we go again. That's a 6. Oh no, that's not
it's okay. Roll. It's okay. He got a 4.
Okay.
So 2 more hits and you've got him.
That's an 8. That's not bad, actually.
I got an 8 as well. So you're down to 3.
Oh no.
2 more hits and he's got you.
He's going to take my boots.
You're going to get killed. Exactly. I was going to mention that if you died.
He rips my boots off.
He rips your dying thoughts. He rips your boots off you.
Okay, that's a 6. That's not so good.
He got a 3, so don't worry.
Yes.
So 1 more hit and you've got him. 2 more hits and he's got you.
All right. Okay. I'm feeling good about this roll. Box cars. Oh my god. Oh, That was nearly boxcars. It was 10.
He got a 10 as well, so he actually hit you.
Fuck.
So one more hit each.
No way. Wait.
One more hit, he's dead.
Wait. We got to add some. We got to put some tension on this one. This is potentially the last roll of the. You can't even see me. This is potentially the last roll of the entire campaign, and then we get to move on to the best book. All right. Okay.
Right, let's do this.
Oh Jesus!
This is terrifying.
Wait, you tell me. You roll it first and tell me what I need to beat. What is it?
You need to beat 2.
I need to beat 2? Wait, what am I? Am I getting a minus? You got snake eyes? So hold on. Does that mean I win on anything but snake eyes?
No, you need to get if you get 3, then it's a roll again.
Okay, so
if you get any more than 3,
I need 3 or higher to stay in it. Oh, this is easy. There you go, 4. Get it right round you.
I love the confidence with which you did. There you go.
Oh Jesus! Oh Jesus!
The confidence with
yeah, as like his there's a bleeding wound on my neck where his knife didn't quite reach my trachea, and I've killed him, and I'm like, get it right, G.
The confidence. There you go. 4.
Fucking hell.
If you got 3, it'd have been a roll again. 4 was the lowest you could get and still win that round.
I'd scrape by right, but the more important question is, how much health am I sitting on from now?
You've got 1 stamina point left. One stamina point will kill you.
So literally anything. If I get heat stroke, I'm dead.
If you end up like picking up some mysterious fruit or a mushroom or something, and that's the thing, you never know if it's going to add to your stamina or kill you.
I have a question. I have a GM question. Do I have any items that can help? Do you have any items that can heal me right now?
You had a potion of strength at the beginning of your quest, which you used when you were down to about 5 points. So no.
Now would have been the perfect time to use that. So, right, I get attacked by a fucking a roving Jakey who I had the decency to let onto my raft. And now I could literally anything. So every decision that would result in even 1 damage to me is fatal from now on. So it's either... a lot of situations it'll be like, do you want to interact with this thing or do you want to walk past it? It's almost always better from now on for me to walk past everything, but we both know that I'm not going to do that.
Well,
we both know.
If you survive the next 7 minutes, then we're going to have to do 55
It's touch
minutes.
and go. It's touch and go.
If you survive this episode, we're going to have to do a fair amount of monologuing at the beginning of the next.
Yeah, or I have I'm the comeback kid, and I claw right back. We beat the Lizard King with 1 HP. Didn't even need a health bar.
At the beginning of this episode, I said I had a good feeling that you were going to complete this quest.
Yes, you did. Any percent no hit speed run. That's what we're doing right now. Let's go.
Let's do this.
Read on. If we're going to die, we may as well do it this week.
You punch the man full in the face and you knock him into the river. He screams but does not try to climb back onto your raft and drowns. You feel guilty about leaving him behind, but you must press ahead with your mission.
That's the funniest death so far. Let's keep going.
The river meanders gently through the low hills. As you sweep round the next bend, you see a group of mud huts close to the bank.
Okay, now this is the survivors.
Or
the lizard man guards.
You steer the raft into the bank to avoid being seen by the hut's inhabitants. Jumping off, you creep towards the trees to get a better view of the huts. Standing behind one of the huts,
Stand behind one of the cunts.
You see 2 tall reptilian creatures wearing armor and carrying whips and curved swords. They are lizard men. There you go.
This is the Lizard Man cards, and that is pretty much every character I play in games usually.
Have you read the message in the snuff box?
I have.
Of course you have, or you wouldn't have been on that.
Bloody raft, yeah.
On that raft. Mud huts and lizardmen guards. You realise that the gold mines must be nearby. Do you wish to walk past the huts to find the mines, or do you want to deal with the lizardmen first?
Do I want to go into a fight that 100% will kill me, or what? I'll walk past? Let's just get on with it.
You're going to walk past it?
Yeah. Test your luck.
Sneak past them. Behind the huts, a path leads through the trees to the rocky face of a steep hill. In the centre of the rock face, you see the square shape of a mine entrance leading into the hill. There are many footprints leading in and out of the mine. You step carefully inside, keeping close to the wall. The tunnel is lit by torches, which cast eerie shadows all around. You sense you're walking downhill, and you soon arrive at a junction. Do you wish to turn left or turn right?
I don't remember what the note said. It is. We only got 3.5 minutes left, so I'm going to go right. Oh, that looks like left. Right.
I'm going to go right. Again, the tunnel splits at a junction. Do you wish to turn left or carry on straight ahead?
Fuck you. Let's carry on straight ahead.
Carry on straight
First
ahead.
thought, best thought.
You see a handcart with wooden wheels lying on its side in the middle of a tunnel blocking your way. A short, broken skeletal body, perhaps that of a dwarf, lies beside it. There you go.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
A round borehole opens out into a tunnel, and you wonder whether a rock grub might have attacked this unfortunate dwarf. The tunnel continues on as far as you can see, although there is no sign of life ahead. Do you wish to crawl down the borehole or climb over the cart and continue down the tunnel?
So he's dead in the borehole.
He's not. He's dead. He's dead beside the borehole.
Right. Let's climb over. Let's climb over the cart.
Climb over the cart and continue down the tunnel.
Every decision could be fatal.
The tunnel comes to an end at a junction. Do you wish to turn left or turn right?
Oh, fucking hell. Let's go right again. Fuck it. We'll go back. Eventually go back on ourselves.
Exactly. Keep going exactly. Find yourself. The Lizard King goes, whoa! No, the Lizard King's just hanging about in here.
It's like gold, doesn't he?
Oh, Chris, here we go. The floor of the tunnel is strewn with rocks the size of coconuts. They're all surprisingly smooth. Some appear to move slightly, but you suspect it must be the dim light playing tricks in your eyes. Then suddenly one uncurls and shoots forward on tiny legs towards you, and you feel a sharp pain in your leg as though teeth are tearing into your flesh. Lose one stamina point.
Oh, no! Just enough to kill me. Just in a one stamina point. After all of that, a little egg jumps and bites me, immediately dead.
You realise with horror you're being surrounded by granites and vicious armadillo-like man-eaters. And you're dead. That's your last thoughts.
Fuck Pedro Pascal. We really do need some sort of "you are dead" message to pop up on the screen when I die. Once a season. Yeah, and you just nibbled me to death, and you armadillo.
You just died, mate.
Again. 6 times now. Well, no, 7 times, because we did have a restart once. 7 times dead. I'm pretty sure that's a movie. Fuck me. 1 stamina point. This is like City of Thieves, where it was like 3 1-point hits that killed me.
Yep. If anybody thinks that they can do better than Chris, this was Island of the Lizard King by Ian Livingston. I will put a link to the Amazon page for it. on this. You can buy it from other retailers, and Amazon are available. This
Fuck me. I can't believe that it did just the right amount of damage to kill me. No overkill, no wasted energy, just dead.
and no more.
I didn't even find the survivors. What the fuck?
You didn't?
Died if you become a baby Rusk. He did, yeah. Mungo died for this. What a disappointment we turned out to be. Unmourned and unmarked.
Oh, I actually genuinely had a feeling that you were going to win this one.
Well, you should not trust your instincts. Hold on. I need to do the sad thing. I wish you could do strike through on this, but I'm gonna have to do this. There we go. It is amended. My name.
Nigel Havers, deceased. Oh man, I actually had a really good feeling about this one.
What a fucking what an end. What a shit end as well, because other ends, jumping at the tower in the first season was probably my favourite end. I just think that was hilarious.
I liked when you became like some sort of mushroom god.
Yes, we became a mushroom god. Actually, I didn't mind that ending. I mean, I genuinely, that's like, if I was playing a video game and it ended that way, that usually is what I go for in those games.
I'm actually genuinely gutted. I actually thought that was the one. Next week.
Next week is the Lovecraftian book.
Next week we're doing some cosmic horror for you. I'm quite excited about it.
I am a very, very big fan of cosmic horror. Love it. Love everything about it.
So we'll go, and it's a completely different combat and everything system. So I think we'll spend most of next week.
Yeah, we'll probably have to come in straight on it next week. No.
Yeah, I think next week's going to be pure setup, but we'll try and make it as entertaining as. But imagine that's like, it's just going to be us rolling dice next week.
It's like it would be like going to, well, we mentioned the darkness, it'd be like going to a darkness gig and it was just them slowly setting up their instruments and then they pack up and then get in their tour bus and fuck off.
You might know they actually end with, you might know this one. It's I believe in a thing called love, and then they leave.
Yeah, they do no encore. I believe in a thing called love.
We'll try and make it as entertaining as possible. But next week I'm going to try and explain. I'll give you a wee bit of a heads up in the meantime, right? And we'll try and make it.
Yes. Yeah.
It's never dry, right? No. I'm sure we'll make it as entertaining. We'll make it as entertaining as possible. But you're dead, mate.
Yeah, fuck. Killed by armadillos. I'm gonna burn Pedro Pascal, the armadillo, the little. I'm gonna send him hate mail. Wait. You're forgetting something.
Oh,
the mystery beers.
I don't know if you deserve the mystery beers now.
No, I need the mystery beers to raise my spirits in preparation for next week.
Beers aren't spirits, though.
Yeah, you're right.
That's true. Yeah, okay, mystery beers, right?
I can't believe I died. Anyway, sorry, go on.
Lucy's asked what the next book's about. I'm going to get the next book and read the monologue at the back.
Yes.
I'm going to read the blurb at the back. It's not a monologue. I'll read the blurb at the back. So you will get a teaser for the next episode after this short break. Actually had to run into another room, got back, and imagine that if I don't even know what that says.
Is it back to front?
No, I've just my eyesight's just that bad.
It says, I am not Havers anymore. Yep.
I just want to make that you rather than me. Does that happen? I'm not Havers anymore. There you go. God, my skin is terrible. Right, anyway. Okay, so next week we're doing this. It's the house on
Sentinel Hill.
So here we go. This is a Lovecraftian horror. 1926, New England. An intriguing find in the archives of the Miskatonic Library leads you to an old house on a hill and the mystery of a 10-year-old murder case. Yet, some mysteries are as old as time and space, and mankind's place in the universe is not as assured as you're led to believe. Will you succeed in uncovering the truth with your mind intact? Or will the secret of the house in Sentinel Hill, and what lies beyond be your unraveling? You decide the outcome in this terrifying Lovecraftian adventure.
Ooh. And the Miskatonic University, as we all know, is the university that lies within Arkham.
That's true.
In Massachusetts.
We're going to absolutely geeky fanboy the next few weeks, aren't we?
I have read every Lovecraft story many times over.
I have too. So that's going to be good fun. We are going to geek right out. We're going to lose viewers, but have a fucking whale of a time.
It's going to be great. I'll be alarmingly turgid the whole time.
I'm so looking forward to this. That's next week.
Next week.
Never have I been so sad that you've lost a quest and yet so excited about what's to come?
Well, I mean, we right from the start of this season, we both did consider having me die really early just so we could move on to the Lovecraft book as quick as possible.
Was this not about lizards, which is your absolutely favourite fantasy thing? You'd have probably pushed Mumbo out of the way and get cut in half by a crab.
That's true. Yeah, we could have just died to those pirates at the start.
Absolutely,
and that would have been it.
We're going to do that next week, Lucy. We're going to get all Lovecrafted up.
We will explain. Let's see. I don't think you need to ask us. If there's one thing that geeks love, it is without any provocation explaining every aspect.
Geek-splaining is a step worse than mansplaining.
It is. It's a big step worse because at least mansplaining usually involves deodorant.
Yep. Absolutely. This is honestly the only way you'll feel more patronized is if you look for the answers in some of these on Quora.
Fuck, what a miserable hellhole Quora is.
I know, I fucking hate it. I'm sure we'll complain about that over the next few weeks as well. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. Lucy's looking forward to it.
Lucy's looking forward to it. Excellent.
Let's just find out what what Ian has to say about it.
I think I know. Damn, I knew. You knew
in your heart of hearts. Guys, before we end, I know we're 10 minutes late. This is about what Chris commented earlier.
Yes. Not the papers. The cursed papers would not come with a scratch and sniff.
It's our patronising comments. I now genuinely wonder if we should leave it to next week till I discover that mystery beers.
Fine. Yeah, let's do it.
I think sometimes some mysteries need to wait.
They do. Some mysteries need to wait, and also, now this I'm not. Maybe not. Maybe this isn't the time for this, but some mysteries never get solved. We don't know who the Zodiac killer was.
That's true.
Absolutely no idea.
The beers are the cliffhanger. Tune in next week to find out about the mystery beers. I'm sorry, guys. I know that some of you might have just been hanging on specifically for that, but
we'll have to explain the mystery beers
have
just
to
next
explain
week.
the mystery beers next week. In the meantime, this is the end of season 6 of Titan and Titan. This was Chris Ashworth.
And this was John Carruthers.
Good night.
Sayonara.